I love trying new things, but then I also love that now brands are understanding like, wow, our products are really trash. We're not making much money because more people are becoming aware of what we're putting in our food, in our drinks, in our skin products. Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. If you are new here, oh hey girl, hey, and welcome. So happy to have you here. My name is Chrissy and I am your digital homegirl, here to help you level up in motherhood, childbirth, and overall wellness. And if you've been rocking with me all these years, you know I love you, girl. So as you guys can see from the title, we are going to talk about my dye-free journey, why I started going on a dye-free journey, what I've learned on this dye-free journey, and all of that good stuff. Before I start, please make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell twice so that way you're notified every time I post a video. So without any further ado, let's get it. So if you're wondering what dye-free journey is, basically it's a journey of removing, cutting back, or completely going cold turkey, cutting off artificial dyes, synthetic dyes out of your diet, out of your products, and all of that. So if you don't know what artificial dyes or synthetic dyes are, I'm going to leave the definition right here, because literally y'all, this stuff is in our food, in our drinks, in our laundry detergent, in kids' food, in their products, everything, literally almost everything that we put on our bodies or in our bodies has some type of artificial dye, synthetic dyes, and it's been like this for years. But of course, for years, nobody said anything, nobody has really pushed for anything because we have normalized it. Of course, these companies know that these things are bad for us, but of course, they still put it in our skincare products. They still put it in our sodas. They still put it in kids' products. I mentioned to you guys that I've been on my wellness journey for a while now. Since going on my wellness journey, this is something that has been brought to my attention, and also something that I have researched and learned on my own. Literally, y'all, a lot of things, especially if it has color, it is likely to be artificial. Obviously, these things are not healthy for us, but yet it's almost in everything that we are consuming and that we are putting in our bodies or on our bodies, especially kids. Like, come on, the kids' products too, y'all, the babies' products. So Chrissy, tell us why you started going on this journey. Well, for one, when I was really depressed and, you know, going through postpartum depression and anxiety and everything, I noticed that I was emotionally eating. Not only was I drinking wine more than usual to cope with my depression and my PVD, but I was also eating to cope with my depression. So I would just eat my feelings away. I would eat a bunch of sweets. I'll eat a bunch of trash because I just didn't care. When you don't care, you just don't care. Once I became aware of what I was doing, and then I started becoming aware of what I was consuming and what I was putting in my body, that's when I started really looking at ingredients. Because I don't know about y'all, but I check the expiration date on everything that I buy. I've always been like this. I don't know, it's just something about checking the expiration date before buying it or eating it, because sometimes the stores don't know, sometimes they don't care, and they'll put expired things out there, or something might not have a long shelf life and it's on the shelf, and then you accidentally buy it and then you put it in your body, and then so I just checked the expiration date on everything, but also I started checking the ingredients. I don't know, I just felt convicted about doing that, because I feel like something that I was just constantly eating was causing my acne breakouts. It was causing migraines or something like that. I don't know. I just started checking the ingredients on everything that I noticed I was consuming a lot or that I was craving. And so literally everything from that point on, I realized, oh, this has FD&C, Red 40, Yellow 1, aspartame, and artificial flavors. Like, this stuff is labeled on our products, but because we subconsciously don't care, or we just kind of shake it off because, oh, in our minds we think companies wouldn't do anything to hurt us. Companies made this, obviously the FDA approved, is good for us to consume, but over time I realized that was literally in everything. Red 40, Yellow 1, blue this, like it was literally in everything. You know, especially having my third baby, I just was more aware of what we were feeding him and what he was consuming. And when I started looking at their products, like the baby products and toddler products, same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, like if this stuff technically isn't good for us as adults, why aren't they in the baby products? Why are they in the kid products? Then over time I started noticing the candy that kids eat, the popsicles, the juices. It's literally in everything, y'all. The cookies, the snacks, Swiss cake rolls. I love me some little deadbees, okay? Give me the Star Crunches, the Swiss cake rolls, the oatmeal cream pies. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Like, give it to me, little Debbie, okay? None of those things that I just named are red, but they all have red 40 in it. First of all, I love me some Mountain Dew. Love me some Baja Blast. Mountain Dew is nothing but a bunch of sugar. It's just a sugary carbonated drink, but it's also yellow one. Of course, I give myself grace because I don't want people to think like I'm a conspiracy theorist or anything, but a lot of these things that we are putting in our bodies are just trash. It is a well-known fact that a lot of our food here in America are trash, and it causes more harm. There are studies that have shown that a lot of the food that we are consuming here in America are trash, and it's causing us more harm, especially in young people. Just thinking about some of the stuff that we were eating growing up, you know, flaming hot Cheetos, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. Like, think about the stuff we used to eat as millennials growing up, and now some of us still do. Now things are coming to the light, and we just realize, like, wow, that stuff is really bad for us. Why am I still putting it in? Not just the food, y'all. I mean, it's our laundry detergent, Gain. Why is it green? Not only just the color, but the chemicals that are in our laundry detergent. It's supposed to clean our laundry, but yet it's full of chemicals. I can go on and on and on, but yes, I guess once I became aware of what it was doing to me and doing my own research and realizing, wow, this stuff is just trash. Why would I continue to put trash in my body? Why would I continue to put trash on my body? Why would I continue to give my family unhealthy things that I know and that they know because they do their own research as well? Why would I continue to allow us to do that? You know what I'm saying? Now that I know better, I want to do better. Not to act like I'm perfect or want to be perfect. It's just being more aware. Now that things are coming to the light, especially with everything going on, doing your own research, you realize, like, wow, maybe this is what's causing my inflammation. You know, maybe this is why I break out every time I put this specific perfume on. Maybe this is what triggers my migraines, because every time I put it on my body or in my body, I have a migraine all of a sudden. Because that's something else too. Even the medicine, like look at Advil, the liquid ones, they're blue. Artificial dyes. Like I said, I can go on and on and on, but it's just about being aware. Now that I know better, I just want to do better. So now that I know better, what do I do? I have just been swapping out a lot of stuff, and before completely getting rid of it, because like I said, there's no way to completely shut it out just because almost literally everything has it, unfortunately. But I've been trying other options. When it comes to my kids and their food and their snacks, it's like that's the one that I'm like gung-ho about, because I want to make sure that I'm giving my kids the best but also healthier options. We've been trying out different products. This is by Cascadian Farm, and this is basically like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch has caramel color, which is still an artificial caramel color. It's a caramel color which is fake that they put on there, and then of course there's a bunch of sugars and stuff like that. So with this one, this is definitely a dupe for it, and y'all, it tastes just the same. I tried it myself. I was like, Oh yeah, we stick with this. This is the berry puff here, and you can see how the colors, according to studies, they show that we as visual people like bright colors. If something is extremely bright or very vibrant, we are likely to eat it because we are attracted to bright colors. Obviously, so when we eat things, they're a little brighter. And when they're brighter, we're likely to eat it. Not only is it because of the sugar content and the taste, which will keep us coming back. Because you know, when it comes to our taste buds and we get a little bit of sugar, we want more, we crave more. So obviously this is another dupe here, but you can see the color is not as bright. The color is not as bright, but that's because it's made from a natural source. So if you do embark on this journey and something isn't as bright, it's because it's made from the source. But it still tastes the same, y'all. It's still good, okay? Even when it comes to like the kids' sweets here. Yum herbs, so you can see it's not super bright, but it's made from natural, organic fruit juice, oils, and all of that. And not just finding organic stuff, but just finding stuff that, you know, is natural. That's from natural sources, natural apple, you know, straight from the source. And of course, it's not gonna be as sweet, it's not gonna be as bright, but it's natural. It's from natural resources. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to the household products, y'all, like palm olive, when you hear palm olive, y'all think of the orange stuff, right? The orange stuff, the green stuff. It's supposed to clean, but yet, because of the color, we're likely to get it because it's bright. And I can see why they say that, but if the chemical is not safe, why give it to us? And then even like our plugins, I had to switch out from our Bath and Body Works and Glade. From my own research, Febreze is the only plug-in that does not have dyes in their plugins. And ever since switching to these, y'all, I kid y'all not, I promise you, I put this on everything, I have not had migraines triggered from our plugins. When I had my Bath and Body Works, triggered, but ever since using these, no. It's just been a learning lesson and just wanting to do better for myself, wanting to do better for my family when it comes to cooking, when it comes to desserts. Like, there's a way to make these things without having to make it from artificial things, synthetic things. Because if it's bad for us, it should not be on our bodies. It shouldn't be going on our bodies. I mean, even makeup, like, you know, I love me a good red lippy. Guess what, red lips? You get what I'm saying. So it's just been a learning lesson, and I just love what I'm learning, but I also love that I'm learning to do better. You know what I'm saying? I want to do better. I love trying new things, but then I also love that now brands are understanding, like, wow, our products are really trash. We're not making much money because more people are becoming aware of what we're putting in our food, in our drinks, in our skin products. Let's create an alternative without the bad stuff and see how that does. And that's why you're starting to see a lot of free and clear stuff. You're starting to see a lot of healthier options for kids. You're starting to see a lot of things that don't contain artificial dyes and flavors and all the things, because it took them a while. It took them a while, but it's a start, and we're going to start seeing more free and clear things that are free of artificial dyes. And I hope, Lord's willing, I pray that I can come out with my own products for kids and for women, out of our foods, out of our drinks, out of our everyday products. But you got to start somewhere, and I'm glad that I started. I'm glad I'm learning. If it was not for me moving to Austin, not only is Austin the capital of Texas, but it's health and wellness capital, literally. A lot of my favorite health brands like Poppy, Skinny Pop, a lot of healthy brands here in Austin. And when I see these people taking good care of themselves, Whole Foods was founded and its headquarters is here in Austin. So it's just a lot of healthier options here, and I just love being exposed to that, because now I'm able to expose my kids to more healthier options, and I'm able to provide my family healthier options as well. I'm gonna talk about that briefly. If you guys would like to see more product swap videos or cooking and baking videos, you know, cooking things without artificial things, let me know, and I got you, girl, because I want people to be aware. I want people to be in a know, and I want to help bring more awareness to what we are consuming and what we're putting in our bodies, on our bodies, in our kids' bodies, all the things. So let me know if you're on a similar journey and what you're doing, what you're eating, and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.